Ahoy toy and welcome to Transfixed, the most wildest toy collecting channel on YouTube. Tonight we're taking a look at the FansProject retrofuture GLACIALORD. Because as you can see, they are the most wildest combat team in the universe, and I just love that tagline, the most wildest. I'm sure they did that on purpose. So the idea behind this set was that FansProject wanted to make a G1 combiner set, or a combiner set in the G1 aesthetic, and even package it in this sort of distressed looking packaging, as if it was something that you'd missed out on from the 80s and you just came across some old stock of it and were able to open up a brand new G1 set of combiner toys that you never had before, and they just and slot them into that universe. And I have to commend them, because this is completely their own idea. The combining method is like the old Scramble City style of G1 combiners, but the way that they have these little sort of headmasters that plug into their chest is their own invention. It's sort of akin to the it kind of reminds me of Breastmasters, and it sort of reminds me of Brainmasters at the same time, but it's a little bit their own unique thing, and I have to commend them because this is really creative. It's their own thing, and I don't think we've ever had this before, and it does really succeed in my opinion. It feels like you're getting a new G1 toy. Now, this is not a new set. I believe they were released back in, I want to say 2013 maybe? Sorry, I can't remember exactly, but I'm reviewing it now because I just managed to complete the set. So I did pick up these three guys on TF Source back last year or the year before, I think, because they were on clearance or some kind of sale. And then these two guys, megazero and razorspike, were either not on sale or sold out probably. So I didn't manage to pick them up till just now, and they are sold out on TF Source again. You can get this guy still there for $20. Fangro here is 30 for some reason. I think the rest are sold out, but you can buy the whole set for $99. Which is a really good deal, because it was about $250 for the whole set when it first came out, I believe. Now, I believe when this set was first released that it actually sold out, and they did a second run, as far as I remember, and I guess they must have met demand with the first run, because the second run ended up going on clearance. So it seems that everybody who wanted one got one the first time around. They probably overestimated the demand based on that, and the second one didn't move as well. But that's good for me. So the deal is that they've gone for a G1 type of construction with something akin to a Brainmaster or Breastmaster gimmick. I'll go through the whole thing, but they come in these retro style packaging. This looks like a CRT. They've simulated, some damage here. There's a piece of tape that's faded over a rip, and then that kind of stuff. Now the cool thing is they all came in boxes like this. This one was different, so they did something really cool. It actually fooled me. On the website, they said that just to add to the fiction of it, they said that megazero here, the shipment had fallen into the sea, and they had a picture of a container falling off of a freighter into the ocean or the sea or whatever. And so what they did is they sourced the supply of megazero from Korea, the Korean market. So that's why this one comes in a different package. And I thought that was brilliant. And in fact, I thought it was true at first, and I went posting it online somewhere. And then I was thinking about it, like, wait a minute, this seems absurd. And yeah, someone corrected me. Of course, it's just part of the story that they made to add to the sort of vintage flavor. So I think that's really cool, actually. And then they've done something really cheeky with the artwork here. The back of the Transformers boxes and the catalogs, they'd have a nice art scene of a battle. And this, I suppose... Oh, actually, I thought this is some kind of combiner. I think what they've done here is this is supposed to be the bottom part of the picture that we never saw before. So that's why they've got GLACIALORD down here. And I don't know what these are, but this looks like some headmasters. And I thought that was supposed to be Fortress Maximus, because there's Brainstorm, but I'm not sure who that's supposed to be right now. But I guess the idea... Oh, there's Mindwipe. I guess the idea is that they were there the whole time, we just couldn't see them. So, pretty cool. So I'm going to go through each one. These are similar, by the way. I think megazero and fangro here are a similar sort of body construction as with tailclub, I believe is his name, and razorspike. This is Tusker, by the way. So I'll start with these two guys. Let's start with Fangro. He's very cool. He's supposed to be like a saber-tooth cat, and his mouth opens up, and you can see a little blaster in there. The head comes off, if you like, or you can move it back. The little guy inside, I don't know what to call him, but he slides into the chest like this, and you can have him in there, or you can take him out, and then, of course, unfold him. Oh, that knee joint on all of them is very stiff. But he does have legs that bend the wrong way at the knee, and the arms go up and down, and a little bit of paint. And the cool thing is he can ride the beast. So on Fangro, you slide this back, and he just slides into this little socket here, and he can ride his beast into battle, which is awesome. So we'll take him out for now. Now to transform him is pretty simple, but there's some parts. So his tail comes off. And his head comes off, which is optional, as I said. And then G1 fashion, you put this around. Those are basically his legs. For the arms, you bend them this way. And then he's got some stubby little arms and hands here. Oops. And then this just goes back. Now this is the socket for the chest. And this actually does rotate around. That's more for the combined mode though. So for now, like I said, this could stay on the back if you wanted to. Just have it hanging off the back like that. And then this guy will fold him back up. And then the same head for the robot is the same head as the little guy. So that's how he goes. And he can hold his gun. Kinda. But really what you want to do is take the head off. Take his face off. And then that part, which slides into here, can unfold into a handle, and he can hold his head in his hand. But that's not exactly what we want to do. We want to pull his fangs up, open his mouth, and then this will peg in here. And now he's got a head rifle, I suppose. And that's basically Fangro in robot mode. And then for tailclub here, he has the same idea. You can, oops. This is not as easy to get him out because he's got his shield on the back. Oh, I gave away that it's a shield. Sorry for the spoiler alert. And we'll open him up. He's got a nice... It's a bit easier to unfold the legs one at a time. A nice orange paint scheme here with some metallic blue visor. So he will sit in the back like that. I like how they can all ride the beasts. This piece comes off, but it doesn't really need to. So that's that. Let's fold him back up. Now for this guy, we're going to take this part off. And we will take off his head, because we're going to need to. And then the tail comes off here. Now this actually slides into these little slots here. And then this transformation, we unfold these legs like that. This is a nice solid plastic. If you've ever handled FansProject stuff, you'll know what to expect. It's a nice feel to it. Now that's backwards, so this goes back. Then his stubby little arms will just unfold out of here. Oof, a bit stiff. I haven't played with these guys very much. They've actually been in my closet for probably a year. Alright, so why is this? This feels like these legs are different lengths. Aha, they are. These collapse. You can have them tall, or you can have them on the short side. There we go. Alright, that seems to be right. Okay, so we'll plunk him in here. And now he has a shield, which can go on either arm. And then the tail club, as he is so named, is similar to what we saw before. So this plugs into here. And then we'll give him an extra little spike. So he's got a 3-pronged club. Wow. So he can beat you over the head with his own head. And if that doesn't get his point across, I don't know what will. So there's those two warriors ready to defend a glacier. So we're going to have to open up the new ones and take a look at the main guy, Tusker. Alright, so since I have two new ones, I can actually unbox these on camera. We're going to start with a razor spike, and we'll just cut them right open. Let's see the distressed packaging here. And this lovely styrofoam box, instructions and everything. Oh, look at that. And the little, I don't think these have a name. What do they call these? Yeah, so I don't know what to call them, headmasters, brain, whatever they are. The little riders, let's call them riders. They come on a little card, which is also distressed. So there's Razor Spike, and there's the back of him. Some instructions. The artwork, right? Totally G1 style. I always thought the artwork was terrible as a kid, but now it's just so charming to see. It's just these clunky, blocky robots. Alright, so here's our sticker sheet. So obviously these are, some of them have been pre-applied, but they leave you the, half of them, I guess. I don't know. These are already applied. There's a left and right of these. Some of these are on there, some of them are not. And here's our instructions. So clearly this guy is going to be a lot like Tailclub. But not exactly. The feet are different by the looks of it. Robotized Fusion Step 3. Awesome. I'm going to have to carefully cut this guy out because I love these little cards. There is Razor Spike. So he's got a little nose piece. Oh, I thought this was detachable. It is not. So, same idea there with the head. Oh, there's an elastic band on here. I don't know why, but we're going to cut it. Go for the jugular. I ripped his head off. I'm so sorry. Sorry, Razor Spike. Alright. Let's put your head back on. So he's got a little shield just like Tailclub has. And that is where our other sticker is going to go. So let's put that sticker on right now. Live sticker applications. This is what you tune in for. I know it. Thumbs up for stickers. Straight. Perfect. I was always obsessed with getting these things on straight and symmetrical, even as a child. Always. Sticker application. Very important. Oh, here we go. I knew I saw this move, so I guess this goes up and down, depending on the mode. That is probably going to be a drill weapon, isn't it? I can tell. Yeah. This is not my first Transformer. I know what goes on. I know what's up. Let's open this mouth. I know your mouth opens. I know it does. Yeah. Wildest. So he's supposed to be a woolly rhino, according to the package. Woolly rhino. Changes to robot soldier. Let's just transform it. Because that's a wild we're gonna get here. Yo. We need to put on a foot sticker. That appears to be the toe. I should use tweezers for this. But they're all the way behind me on the desk. And I don't have that kind of time. I don't want to keep you waiting. That's pretty straight. Alright, now let's see if I can figure out these arms. The arms are just that. Great. Alright. And then this guy's going to go in there. I'm going to have to take him out of the package. I'm not going to do it on camera. Okay. I lied. I am going to do it on camera. Slightly. Somewhat. Partially. Let's get this guy cut out. If you have a better technique, let me know. But that's how I do it when I want to try to preserve the packaging. Some semblance. Oh, runaway knife. Caught it. Those reflexes. Alright, that's a cool looking little rider. Let's just loosen him up. Alright. And I'm guessing that this is going to be a spiky gun. Bam. You could drill right through that. So powerful he is. That damaged the packaging, but I'm just having too much fun. Let's see if I did this correctly. Woolly rhino body. Did I do the robotized fusion correctly? Yes, I believe I did, but I forgot his shield. Let's do this, or we could do it like this. Ready for battle. And here is Megazero. Now I apologize, I cheated on this one a little bit because I wanted to open him up off camera. But this is how he comes packaged. I've applied the stickers, which have instructions. I think this one is upside down. His stickers are supposed to go like this, I'm pretty sure. Let me give you a better look at that. The little dots at the top. A similar sliding open door like Fangro has. Of course, the head comes off like them all. This is how it comes packaged, but you want to pose these antlers like this. Now, he's supposed to be an Irish elk, which is extinct, and that is also called a megaloceros, or megaloceros. And here, he's called Megazero and Megazero, or Megazero? I think it's supposed to be Megaloceros or Megaloceros. I'm going to say Megaloceros because it sounds like rhinoceros, and I don't say rhinoceros. And here's his little rider guy that I've cut open. Nice rainbow background. Ooh, it's really colorful. I really like it. And this little fella, of course, rides in this slot. Now, brings me to my first complaint about this. I actually had a hard time getting him out of there. He's quite tight and seems to get stuck against these ridges here. So, I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong or if that's just the way it is, but I'll just not put him in all the way this time because I don't want him to get stuck. And we'll just transform him into his whatever you have mode. This is stickers, by the way. You had to put that on, otherwise it was just blank. Interestingly, if you look at the box, for all of them, I believe, they don't have anything on there. I guess at the time they made the packaging, they hadn't decided what they were going to put on the chest there. Perhaps. Anyway, you can just slide him inside the body if you want to. And then he can hide in here. Yeah, this guy seems a little tight for some reason. Alright, there we go. So that's where he goes. And then he can eject his guts like a sea cucumber. And, yeah. There's like a little, looks like a little pistol under his neck here. Ugh. I don't know if that's able to move on its own. I think so, though. Anyhow, for now, let's transform this guy. We'll take his head off. And it's quite simple. This is where his arms are. They're hiding under here. And he goes in here, of course. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. Nice. And then this, yeah, you could leave this hanging off the back of the head if you want to, but if you put them like this, you can see the antlers pegged together like that. And of course, we'll give him his handle. And that is obviously a sword? Okay, it says it's a sword. I'll take the word for it. Now, last but least is Tusker, the big guy of the group. He is a woolly mammoth, clearly. He's got his rider here, ready for action. We'll convert him into whatever. Put him off to the side for now. Let's remove his trunk, which is going to become the gun. Just going to straighten that out. Take the shield off his back. That's plugged in here and here. These tabs go in there. This goes in there. This is going to be a handle for later. And now, I can fold up his tusks. This whole assembly can go up on his back. These will be the legs. feet. And then these arms are going to come apart. We've got 2 buttholes. And it comes down. Oops. Am I out of frame there? Yeah, so this comes down and around. These arms can bend. Oh, these, did I mention these ears will peg into the side of the head here? Oh, that's giving something away for later. Right, okay. And then we'll plug this in here. That goes in there. In the head, you can see there's a little insert for here to cover up the face. Make sure he's all the way down there. There we go. There is Tusker. So we'll put his shield on either shoulder, whichever one you prefer. I'm going to make him a righty. His weapon will go here. Yeah. Right, so let's take a look at all the robot modes now. Stand up. So there's our whole squad. That is the most wildest combat team in the universe. And by the way, what do you guys think? Would they be Autobots or Decepticons? I'm going to go with Autobots. I'm not sure if there's an even number of Autobot and Decepticon combiners. Isn't Piranacon an extra one? And Monstructor? Yeah, I think the Autobots need him on their side. And that just seems like an Autobot. Maybe they'd be the answer to the Predacons. I don't know. But anyway, I think they're awesome. And they look great. They look kind of Autobot-like. It's a fantastic color scheme. I really love the color scheme. Well, the only thing left to do is get them into combine mode, which will be the first time I've done it with this set. So, let's do it. Alright, combine mode. Now, I'm actually not going to show the limbs transformation because I don't think that's very interesting. It's quite straightforward. But I will show the transformation for Tusker, because that's a little more interesting to see how he gets from one mode to the other. And, alright, so first let's just leave that there, leave his head here. So this whole head and front legs here are actually going to spin around. And then the new combiner head will flip around. These might be in the way. No, oh yeah, here we go. This part actually is on its own hinge. So this will come down and just sit right on top of his other head. And we'll pull these tusks down to look more ferocious. And then there's a joint here, so these legs can come down. Oh, this is the cool part. I thought I was going to have to go digging for parts, but they store the fists in the front legs, which I think is amazing. Great. As long as I can get them out. Yes, there's even little tabs there on the side. Yeah, that's brilliant. I love it. I don't mind the parts forming if the parts are readily available. So, there we go. Oof. I can get this to cooperate here. This is a cool effect. Now it looks like he's got 4 missile batteries facing forward. And now there's a hinge, not a hinge, there's a geared buttocks. Here, the buttocks are geared together so that when you turn these, you want to turn them both at the same time. Actually, you know what, let's bend these legs up like this first. I'll put his feet away. And then we'll just, this is how this goes. I want to move them both at the same time because that way it doesn't put too much stress on them. So we'll just, ooh, wow, yes, how sexy. And then these will kind of tab in. There's a little bit of a tab on the side, I think there, isn't there? Maybe there is. I can't see in there. All right, that is pretty much our torso mode. This should click down a little bit. If there's tabs there, I can't see them. But this seems to be pretty solid. So there's our torso. And then these fists, of course, will go on our arm bots. Now we have to put this in place too. So let's fold that back up the way it was. And this should tab in some... Oh, these 2 tabs here will go in the chest. There we go. And this will be a gun in the combine mode as well. So we'll just put that to the side with the fists. So that's our torso. I hope that was somewhat clear. Haven't done this in a while. Forgive me, please. Alright, let's get the rest of them put together. I lied. I should show at least one of the limbs. So let's get rid of that for now. We'll do Fangro, because he's probably my favorite. Although now that I got megazero, I don't know. This is basically the limb mode right here. So we'll just move these up like this a little bit. And this is the reason why this ratchets around. So there's our combiner peg right there. Now, like I said, it is kind of what they call Scramble City. You can interchange all the limbs to be whatever arm or leg you want it to be. But we're going to close this up. As you can see, you can leave the guy right inside there, the rider. And we'll just have a nice shoulder tiger. And that's going to be our arm. Hole in the bottom, of course. That's rather tight fit, but oh geez, I don't want to force it. So that's going to be our arm. And you could just put this back on where it was if you like. But I guess that could be like a little hidden weapon under his hand if you want. You know what? These are really simple. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Before this guy, tailclub, you just kind of fold his arms up like that. And he just kind of stands there. You can put the head back on. And then there's a bit of a tab here. You can just tab the legs together, which you could do in robot mode, but then it's just, you know, kind of awkward. So just have him like that, get him straightened out. Put his shield on as the foot, and then you just ratchet this around. So that you got a peg up here, and then you can just have his head hanging out like that. And this one, razorspike, just pretty much just stands in robot mode. And we'll just crank his head around. Put the head in place. And you can have the spike up or down. Wait. They got different feet. Then megazero. We'll just pretty much leave him like this, actually. Just put his arms around the back. And the head can go back on... Oh, we need to have a combiner port. Don't we? Yes. Two. Fold that up. Put that there. Alright, now we've got an arm. We've got a hand. I forgot that the weapon combines. So this, how does this go? Oh yeah. This gun goes on the bottom here. And the tailclub weapon goes here. There's some pegs to go on the bottom. So he'll be able to hold that in his combine mode. Not too bad. So we'll just plug these in. Oh, I know what you're thinking. I know you're going to ask in the comments. I know you will, and I would be wondering the same thing myself. Can you use a vintage, original combiner as a limb? I don't know. Probably. Let's see if I break my G1 afterburner. Trying to find out. Oh my gosh. Somebody needs some oiling, and I probably did break it. Yep, I think so. Anyway, that's alright. Yep, you can. I didn't so much break it as re-break it. This thing was glued in place before. Well, I guess that's why I got it for $5. Not even sure that's the combiner port, because there's another one in here. And I have a Stunticon here. I have all the Stunticons here. Let's try that one. Of course, you can do that too. Yeah. Great. Oh, man. Oh well. That's the price you pay. I got another set of Technobots on the way anyway. Alright. There we have the majestic GLACIALORD. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm such a hack. Okay, there's two things I forgot. This chest panel can flip up to look more cool. And you don't have to have them this tall. You can collapse that, and this will actually slide up too, if you want it to be more of a conventional size, I suppose. Whoop! This gun's too big now. I'm not going to force that into the hole, but, you know, I believe that is actually the proper official way to have him. A little more chunky. Okay, that is FansProject GLACIALORD. Equally glorious. Probably better like that. FansProject GLACIALORD. I love it. It's a great quality figure. It's a great design. It's a lot of fun. Even the packaging is fun, which I normally don't give two hoots about. And you can get it for $100 US. It's a steal. If you can find it on clearance, go ahead and get yourself a set. I think you'll have a lot of fun with it. I love it. And I love you. Thanks for clicking on this and watching it. Like, share, subscribe, leave me some comments, all that good stuff. Good night, folks.